My niece tugged at my sleeve during the funeral. Her hand was small, trembling. She looked up at me with eyes too hollow for a 10-year-old and whispered something that cleaved me open. "Help me. They'll get rid of me like they did to my dad." The church hummed with organ music. People sobbed politely in the pews. No one heard her but me. Before I could ask, she slipped a photo into my palm, folded twice, edges frayed. I opened it. My breath stopped. What I saw shouldn't have existed. My brother, alive, tied to a chair, terror in his eyes. Not dead of a heart attack, as everyone claimed. Not peaceful. Murdered. And the photo was proof. The service ended, mourners filed out, and I stood there gripping that photo like it was a live grenade. The official story replayed in my mind. He collapsed at home. No signs of struggle. A tragedy, nothing more. But my niece's words infected me. They'll get rid of me, too. I watched her cling to our mother's hand. And there it was. The way my mother's new husband pulled her away. Too tight, too possessive. I'd dismissed my brother's warnings about him months earlier. The sudden marriage. The shift in family money. I thought jealousy had warped his judgment. Now, he was in a coffin, and my niece was afraid to sleep under the same roof as the man who married her grandmother. It wasn't just betrayal, it was orchestration, a family rewritten by force, one piece at a time. I started with the photo, metadata intact, date stamped 3 nights before his death, taken in a basement, I didn't know where, but the concrete floor was distinct, cracked like a lightning bolt. Next came the bank records. I hacked into what I could. Large withdrawals from my mother's accounts. Always cash, always untraceable. Then the phone logs. My brother had called me the week before he died, but hung up after 2 rings. His last outgoing call wasn't to me. It was to a burner phone registered under a fake name. A name tied back to my mother's new husband. Piece by piece, the story built itself. My brother had confronted him. He paid for it with his life. I stayed silent around the family. I smiled at the man sitting in my father's chair, his hand resting too comfortably on my niece's shoulder. But inside, I sharpened every shred of proof into a weapon. I didn't sleep. I didn't eat. I just waited. The confirmation came when I finally found the basement, his property on the outskirts of town. A storage shed with a padlock, too new, too polished. Inside, the concrete cracked exactly as in the photo. Stains on the floor. A rope tossed in the corner, fibers stiff with old blood. I photographed everything, documented it like a case file. That evening, I placed the original photo on the dinner table. My mother, her husband, my niece, all of us together. He saw it first. His fork froze halfway to his mouth. My mother paled. She looked from me to him, confusion flooding her eyes. I asked one question, calm, flat. Was it quick? The silence after was enough. He dropped his fork. She started shaking. My niece watched them both, finally seeing adults stripped of their lies. I didn't yell. I didn't lunge across the table. I simply slid a folder toward him. Every photo, every record, every timestamp. Proof so undeniable it could bury him 100 times over. He tried to speak. His words stuttered out like broken glass. My mother covered her mouth, tears streaming as truth cracked her world in half. I leaned in close enough for him to feel my breath. You killed my brother. You tried to erase him. Now, I'll erase you. I dialed the police in front of them, calm, collected, reported a murder with the evidence to prove it. When the sirens came, I didn't flinch. When they cuffed him, he looked at me with a kind of hatred that confirmed everything. That was the revenge. Not blood, not rage, just the cold exposure of truth before everyone he had fooled. Now, the house is quiet. My niece sleeps without fear for the first time in months. My mother sits in silence, wrestling with the knowledge she married a killer. I feel nothing for her grief. She chose blindness. She chose convenience, and blindness is complicity. But my niece chose me. She handed me the photo. She trusted me to see what no one else would. My brother is gone, but his daughter won't be, because I tore the mask off the man who thought he could rewrite our family with blood and fear. He will rot behind bars, and she will grow knowing the truth. I closed the file, locked it away, and with it I buried not just my brother, but every illusion this family once held. Some truths destroy, others save. This one did both.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.